Reed?
Just sort of some thoughts here on incorporating the two new guys. I mean, obviously Brassard gets a chance here with Nuge, and Kulak is sliding in with Barry.
Yeah, we're excited to have the two new players. I think they bring different skill sets to our group. Obviously with Brassard, he's played up and down. He's played up and down some lineups throughout the National Hockey League. He's got a ton of playoff experience. He has very good skills. He can play in the middle or on the wing. Good face-off man, and excited to watch him play tonight. And then obviously Kulak is a smooth skating, defending first type defenseman that makes a good first pass and can support plays in the offensive zone. So I think both of them are excited to be here. They've comported themselves very well in the last 2 days, and I think they're going to add to our group.
Since Pulley came back into action from the games he missed, would you say he's sort of trying to find his way back into the flow of the game, or how do you see it?
Yeah, well, I would say for he's somebody who is he's a huge man, and he got taken out of his rhythm in that he missed a good chunk of the last 5 weeks or so, and so and part of that was just in being able to do nothing and let his injury heal. Because of that, sometimes you get out of your own personal rhythm. But I think he's come in, he's given us some good minutes, but there are parts of his game that he wants to continue to work on and grow, and I have no worries about Pulley.
It appears Archibald won't play tonight. Is this a reward for actually the guys who did play on the road trip, as opposed to just coming back home and you saying, okay, now Archibald, you're back playing?
Well, I would say that our team got 1 out of a possible 4 points on the road. So we're trying to find a winning lineup for tonight's game. I think this is the first time that our group is returned to full health, and we're introducing some people that we acquired at the trade deadline. So for us, as a coaching staff, we're trying to ice the lineup on a particular night that's going to give us the best chance to win that game. It's incumbent upon the players to make the decisions that we have to make, difficult ones, not easy ones. I can tell you that we have a lot of productive players, and putting together tonight's lineup was not easy. We're going to be sitting out 3 very good NHL hockey players, but we're trying to do what's best for the team in order to win the game tonight.
You mentioned sitting out players. Ryan is one of those. He's a right shot center. I know Hyman can take some face-offs, but all your other face centers are left shot. Was that a consideration, not having Ryan in the lineup?
Yes, that was a consideration.
Thank you.
Jay, when you, as a coaching staff, and lots of guys have different ones, Struds was telling me about in New Jersey, like they had a philosophy as a coach. They wanted their defensemen in any situation or odd man rush to go down on the ice to try to take the pass across. How much of that is coaching? How much of that is just situational based on the player at the time of the game?
You're talking defending the 2-on-1?
Yeah, like a 2-on-1, or because even sometimes on the penalty kill, you'll have the guy take away the cross ice pass, and it's obviously work. So how much of that is coaching? How much is just you let the player make the call at the time of the game?
Well, I think there is some coaching elements to it, and we do have a way we would like to play those. I'm not going to broadcast them here in the media, but we do have a way that we want things to happen. But you also have to account for when you have a philosophy, it's in an ideal world. It's even when you set up drills in practice, most times it's ideal situations. But the way the game's played and at the frenetic pace that it's played at, and with things happening, sometimes you have to rely on your instinct. You can't just be a robot out there. You have to feel the situation and do your best in that situation. So, do we have a way we want to defend those? Yes, we do, but we understand that it's far from an ideal world every single time, and sometimes things happen.
You've talked about how you really wanted to inject specific things early on in your 5-on-5 play, and the results are pretty clear. That you your goals against significantly. Your special teams is probably not at the levels you want it to be. You've still got, 18 games to go. Is it small increments, Jay? Because is it just off in a few areas? I guess I'll start with the penalty kill. What are the small details you want to see tightened up to improve your penalty kill?
Well, first off, we're back at full health, so we're going to have some new people out there over this next little while. I think when it comes to small details with the penalty kill, I didn't love our face-off execution over the last 2 games. I thought we won some face-offs on the penalty kill that didn't end up in a clear and forcing a power play to come 200 feet. I think our clears just in general can improve. I think we're giving good power plays second chances. Those have nothing to do with structure. They're just flat out execution by our penalty killers, which we think those are things that can improve here down the stretch. If you look at some of the goals that have gone in recently, the last home game, I think one goes off a shin pad, lands on a guy's stick. I think the 2 in Colorado went off our body parts and into the net. The one in Dallas, I thought we could have done a better job with. In the end, I can tell you as a coach right now, our focus isn't so much on what the percentage number is. Our focus is on these 18 dress rehearsals that we have left in order to be prepared for round 1 of the playoffs.
And lastly, now that your team's healthy for the first time, as a coach, ensuring that guys get into the game, whether it's penalty kill, power play, does it become more of a challenge when you have a deeper roster? So how do you judge that as a coach?
Can you rephrase that? Sorry, I lost.
Is it a good challenge, more of a challenge now that you have a deeper lineup to ensure that, hey, I got guys here, and most players can be more impactful when they play a little bit more minutes, right?
Yeah, I think that's something that we've talked about with our team, that this is the we time of year. And as we said earlier, as coaches, our job is to make real-time decisions based on the information that our players are giving us. It's the player's job to make our decisions difficult. Some guys we're going to ask to do a little bit more. Some guys we're going to ask to do a little bit less, but better. But again, we're in the moment of our season where it's about the we. It's the we time of year. Thanks, guys.